What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist here with
Gersh1!
and today we're going to be tooting our own horn as we begin another episode of For the Greater.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put a question in front of your question because we get those questions first. And if you guys want to support the channel, if you guys if you enjoy listening to us speak about Warhammer 40K lore, consider shooting us with a super thanks. It's a way to support the channel, and you could ask a question, and it's going to get a guaranteed answer in the next episode.
That's right, and that leads us to our first question of the day by Isaac Hahn. His question is, so I know that the Dark Mechanicum don't worship chaos, but can a tech priest, both loyalist and or traitor, ever ascend into a demon prince, since machines like a dreadnought can become demonic?
Really good question, because it's lore that GW creates and it exists, but there's no faction for it. There is no Dark Mechanicus faction.
Right. Every now and then you get like weird one-offs, and it's usually like a forge-world model. But yeah, the Dark Mechanicus are in desperate need for a codex. Just the amount of awesome creatures that you can have, awesome minis that you can have, is just insurmountable. Basically, get anything from the AdMech book and put spiky bits on it, and boom, Dark Mechanicus.
Yes. So the short answer to your question is yes, there could be a demon prince that is Dark Mechanicus. All it takes is the apotheosis of a tech priest who, I mean, let's face it, most tech priests aren't even human. They're like half machines. Belisarius' call is like 99% machine. But yeah, that ascension creates, obviously, a demon prince with like cybernetics and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Now, you might say that no, Dark Mechanicus follower worships chaos. That's not 100% correct. You might be thinking of like demon forges, and in those demon forges, they are basically chaos undivided, where it's not like this demon forge is for Khorne, this one is for Slaanesh. It's not really like that. They basically get souls, or they basically get demons and put them into the construct, be it whatever type of mechanical monstrosity it is. So in that sense, yes, you will have like a soul grinder of Zeech, but if anything happens to attack that demon forge, regardless of what chaos god is being worshipped by the demon engine, they will come in to defend it. So it's not that they don't praise chaos, they do. It's just that affiliations matter not to the overall integrity of the forge. So with that being said, yes, an ascension could happen, apotheosis can be achieved, and they could become demon princes.
Yep.
Probably demon princes of Undivided, but it'll happen.
Yeah, and if you want to kit bash a cool mini that is demon prince, let us know what it looks like on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Just give us an @ and we'll check it out and showcase it for you guys. Next question comes from the Space Marine. If Corax painted himself purple, would he be able to genocide all the orcs without being seen? That question exists because for the orcs, they believe certain colors do certain things. So like yellow makes things go boom. So like rockets that are painted yellow actually do explode.
Like with a bigger explosion.
Yeah. Red means it makes things go faster. So yes, orcs that paint their war buggies or bikes red usually do go faster, and you can see it on the tabletop rules.
An extra inch.
Yep. Yeah. Which matters. But when it comes to purple for Corax, purple is sneaky. So orcs believe that purple makes them, camouflage and stuff like that. They still have camouflage, but purple just makes things go sneaky. The fly passed by.
Yeah. So does Corax need this to happen? Well, first and foremost, that's not how orc colors work, orc wall energy works. Because when it comes to how orc technology works, it's all about, I don't even know how would you put it. It's like
warp inspired luck.
Yeah, it's basically luck, and it only affects orcs.
Yeah,
like if blood angels don't go faster because they're red.
Right.
It's only an orc thing. So Corax being purple won't really affect them. But Corax already has that ability. What is it called? Like Shadow Walk.
Yep.
That allows him to basically remove his presence from existence.
Yeah. So, and he can do it now, and he hasn't killed off all the orcs. So no, the answer is no.
Yeah.
But it would be cool to see a purple-colored Raven Guard Primarch.
Mm-hmm.
Next question.
This one is by Bajingo12. As someone that grew up watching the Star Trek and Captain Kirk shagging aliens, why does 40K lack alien love? It makes me so sad.
I don't really know why. I think like they just wanted to simplify everything because back in the day, Eldar and humans would cross.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So basically, there was a interspecies relationship that resulted with a very powerful Astarte. It was, I forget his name, but it was an ultramarine space marine who was half Eldar, half human or whatever. And he was like super powerful. And then slowly the lore just kind of like said, nah, this isn't a thing anymore.
Yeah. And I wonder if it's because GW wanted to make a really big distinction between the different races and showing that they come from completely different places. Because like it's rumored that the Eldar, they were actually avian creatures or slugs that the old ones created into the Eldar.
Right.
Orks were something completely different. Humans obviously came from apes.
Apes, yeah. I was going to say simians, monkeys, but I think monkeys are different. It's apes.
Yeah. So like, and then that just, there's no crossbreeding there. So they're maybe wanting to be more I guess sci-fi or science than fantasy, but who knows?
Right, because it would be pretty cool to have like the whole Mass Effect storyline and stuff like that in like video games.
Right, yeah.
But that'll never happen. If anything, it's die or die.
It doesn't mean though that you can't find interracial or
interspecies.
Yeah, interspecies. What is it called? Hentai.
Yeah, that's all over the place.
For 40K specifically. Poor Sisters of Battle. Next question.
This one is by Magic Eye. What if the other major human empires weren't destroyed? Would they have band together to form another large human empire? Would they have relations with Xenos? Personally, I think all the other human empires would have had good, if not decent, relations with the Tau.
Yeah, so there were some Xenos or some human empires that were friendly towards Xenos, but they were destroyed by the Imperium.
Right. I think the most closest thing we have to that now is the Cabal, which is, even then, it's kind of like a secret organization, kind of like the Illuminati that work behind the scenes to make sure like disasters are averted or things go their way and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that would be definitely a huge change in how a lot of events happened, because a lot of that is what caused the Horus Heresy and just let more chaos influence affect Horus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I also agree that most of them probably would ally with the Tau, because there was already a certain faction of humans that were allied with the, I forgot what they're called, but Interrex, yeah, and they already had Xenos within their like ranks. So yeah.
In the future, it'd be cool to get that more towards like Kill Team, where or even like Kill Team would be really nice because then you can make a conglomeration of like a unit of different models. GW doesn't have that, right? There's no like box game where you can mix and match different factions and put it together in battle.
No, not really. Everything's pretty much like faction against faction, and if you try even souping in regular 40K, you lose certain like army-wide abilities.
I wish that Wrath and Glory was more like tabletop oriented, so that we can do like a D&D style thing where like you can have a crew, part of an Inquisitor's, what is it called? Retinue. That would be really cool. Yeah. I mean, you can, but it's all theater of the mind.
Right. That's the weirdest thing. I never understood why something that already has established minis and like a whole terrain system built, like, doesn't use any of that in a D&D type game.
Yeah. It's a big bummer. Next question. This one comes from A to Z. Why does Sound Alchemist suddenly look younger and healthier?
I've been eating a lot of kale lately. And that usually allows for a surplus of defecation to occur. So I think my body's just cleansing itself, and I'm entering the rejuvenation stage.
Yeah, 30s are great.
Yeah. But yeah, who knows? Maybe the camera's just got my angles right.
Thank you. Last question.
This one is by Cucking Fund. The warp travel is one of the coolest things about 40K. However, it is severely dangerous, but needed. Almost every other sci-fi that dwells with faster-than-life travel makes it seem easy. Why?
Because it's something that most people don't want to think about. We actually had an argument once about the Star Wars faster than light travel and how, like, if you're traveling through space time, why don't you hit things?
Right.
And I think when you get into that, GW just did like, no, it's an alternate, kind of like an upside down type of thing that you go through, that's what the warp is. So it was like a simplified, or other IPs simplify travel. Yeah. Because it's boring.
Right. You don't want to see, are they going to make it to their destination? No, just get them there and continue the story.
Yeah, but I would say that, yes, you're right. The travel in 40K through the warp is very unique. It's so unique that, what is it? The live action inspired by a 40K movie. Event Horizon.
Event Horizon, there you go.
That's why Event Horizon is that. Like, it's, you see it and then instantly you're like, 40K. Yep. Because it's the faster than light travel that's kind of like trippy and it's unique to 40K.
Right. And I think the director was even like heavily inspired by 40K when like directing the whole Event Horizon movie. Yeah. Watch it if you haven't. It's Halloween season. It's a scary flick, so check it out.
Well, that's true, yeah. And those were the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, please comment down below. Thank you so much for listening and hanging out with us, and we'll talk tomorrow.
That's right. It's been the Sound Alchemist here with
Gershwan.
And we are out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.